morning, I'm Maila Reeves for Fashion TV, and I'm delighted to be sitting here with Mona Kattan of Kayali Perfumes, Olivier and Sebastien Cresp of Feminine also. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for having us and for being with us today.
No, it's an honor. It's absolutely amazing to come down and discover this treasure trove of your fragrance library. I'm just going to jump straight in there and just say, why perfume, Mona?
I think I'm a very emotional person. I'm very sensitive, and I feel like the more sensitive you are, the more you appreciate fragrances. And I think it's also related to the power that the sense of smell gives you. It can really transform your feelings and your emotions and everything. And I love the connection to memory as well, as it can remind you of a person you love or an experience you had. So I love the emotions behind fragrance.
So what was your first olfactic memory then, your very first memory of perfume?
I think one would be like the smell of like birthday cake. And that's why I love Gourmand fragrances, you know, because like the smell of birthday cake, I feel like that was my first memory as a child of like happiness.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And Olivier, Sebastien, so what were your first sort of memories of perfume?
My father, your grandfather, was broker, you know, so he was bringing to our house every night some ingredients like jasmine, tuberose, rose, carnation, and also he was specialized in citrus. So we've got some bergamot, orange, grapefruit, and so on. So we had the best colors to paint a new painting.
So this is your 12th and your biggest launch. What makes it stand out?
Number one, I think just being a gourmand fragrance. I'm a gourmand girl, like 100%. Like if I had to pick one fragrance family, I'd say gourmand is the number one for me. And I'm working with master perfumer Olivier and his son Sebastien, and they're such an incredible duo. And Olivier really created the gourmand family of fragrances with Angel. So, you know, I couldn't pick a better person to work with.
What memories then inspire you for this yum pistachio gelato?
So it was actually because I went on a trip to Rome with my sister Alia in 2014. And that was the first time I tried pistachio gelato, and I fell in love. I love ice cream in general. Like, ice cream has always been my favorite food, but after trying pistachio gelato, I was like hooked. And since then, like if I have the option of that, I take that instead of like a vanilla ice cream. And I love it so much, and it's funny, ever since then, if people ask me like, what would your last meal be? I always say pistachio gelato. So then when it came to creating the dessert fragrance together, I was like, can we figure out a pistachio gelato fragrance? So yeah, it's been a dream of mine. It's my favorite food. Now it's my favorite fragrance. So it's have them both together. It's heaven.
and also, what is interesting too, it's totally new, you know, because we are not following the market. We are creating something because it's in our blood, you know, it's our feeling. It was your idea. It was also our interpretation of working something that nobody else has done before. Sebastien, you have been using some.
So we have hazelnuts, chantilly, whipped cream, rum.
I want to eat it.
Yeah,
marshmallow. So we have many delicious ingredients.
And the name of the formula, because we always give name to our creations, and it was yum.
Yes, so they actually named the fragrance to some extent. So they gave me a submission called Yum. Like Yum, I was like, nothing describes us better than Yum.
Yeah.
So
that's
so
right.
It's their beautiful name. Yeah.
And our style, our perfumery is based, you know, on figurative. So in fact, you smell what you see.
So yum pistachio gelato is your current guilty pleasure, is that right?
It is my guilty pleasure, and I love it so much. And honestly, I've been eating a lot more pistachio gelato since we've worked on this because it reminds me how much I love it. And it's the best fragrance I've ever smelled in my entire life.
Fantastic. So Olivier, what is your guilty pleasure at the moment?
I would say my guilty pleasure is definitely it's a wine, it's a red wine. And I prefer sometimes not to eat, you see, and pass on the plate and have 2 or 3 glasses of a good red wine, Bordeaux.
And Sebastien, what is your current guilty pleasure?
I think at the moment I like pistachio fondant.
Ah ouais? Oui, it's true.
This is great with white chocolate.
It's a dessert you take, that's
Yes.
right.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mona,
you.
Olivier,
Pleasure.
Sebastien. Thank you
Thank
from
you
me,
so much.
Maila Reeves for Fashion TV.